Coming up on QUTV News this week, an exercise students did that was both meditative and therapeutic. A look into how this fit into QU's mental health awareness campaign.
And QU was recently awarded for leading recruitment in the community.
And information on wrapping up your service learning hours for the year, next. Hello and welcome to QUTV News this week. I'm Abigail Moore.
And I'm Quincy Feeney.
Close your eyes and start the beat. Those are the words students were told after they picked up their instruments. Students played to the beat of their own drum yesterday during an organized drum circle. The exercise was meant to help relieve mental stress. Two longtime instructors led the group by having each student focus on one beat.
He said to just focus on the music and just forget about everything else, and I feel like, I forgot about all my homework and all that stuff, and I just focused on the music and following everybody else's beat.
The students participated in several rounds. Each round had a different sound and energy. The students were able to switch instruments after each round. You'll hear more about how students were affected by the exercise on next Wednesday's show.
There's a club on campus that allows students to discuss inequalities. And last year, some students felt that campus was lacking gender diversity. They decided to create Rosie's Resistance. They want to empower women and bring together a group of people with similar experiences. Rosie's Resistance hopes to eliminate the gap on campus between genders. The group is inclusive, and next week our show will highlight mental health stories on campus. You will learn how Rosie's Resistance, sports, drums, and more can affect your mental health. We'll also have a live interview to talk about other coping mechanisms. You can visit our website to see all of the stories from the month of March.
The Office of Student Development is hosting a women's empowerment and networking event tonight. It will take place at 7 p.m. at the Connie Neiman Center for Music. The event is being held to celebrate Women's History Month. The theme is a quote from Michelle Obama. You can RSVP to attend the event through the email sent to you.
QU will host the second annual academic symposium on Friday, April 12th. Students are able to showcase and present their work of original research. It will be held from 1 to 5:30 at the Connie Neiman Center for Music. The event is free and open to the public. For more information, you can contact Dr. Michelle Combs.
The QU Drama Club will be performing a play in a few short weeks alongside the Square Peg group troupe. They will perform All in the Timing. The play will be on Friday, April 12th and Saturday, April 13th at 7:30 p.m. in the McHugh Theater. Tickets are $5 each for the public, and QU students get in for free. For more information or to purchase tickets, call Amy Stolberg at the number below.
QU was recently recognized as a military-friendly school. QU is leading in recruiting and supporting post-military students. Its purpose is to create opportunities for the nation's military members, veterans, and spouses.
A familiar face coming on QUTV next, here to talk about how students can get those service hours wrapped up.
And the baseball team has a home game today, and why a few students will be standing outside of the gates of the stadium.
Soccer is a physically demanding sport that often results in a tie. Student life comes with its own demands, and often it feels like the losses outnumber the wins. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. It's comforting to know our Quincy team extends beyond the field.
make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Welcome back. Joining us now from the Quest Center is Sarah Phillips. She's here to talk about service hours and how you can get them completed before the year ends. Sarah, thank you for being here.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So we're going to go through a few questions. First off, the easiest, most general question. What is the process of turning in your service hours? How do students do that?
Okay, so a student is going to go to the reflection. Our reflections for the spring are Monday, April 8th, 15th, and 29th. So they'll go to a reflection, they'll get in groups, they'll talk with one another about what they did with their service, and then after the reflection they'll get an email. Then they'll just attach a picture of their service hours to the end, and then both of those steps have to be done for the hours to be submitted.
Okay, and what is a reflection?
So the reflection that are happening, they'll be in Friars Hall 208, and we'll just have groups of students get together and talk. We'll prompt questions and stuff like that, and then they'll just have a group time to talk about what they did, and then we'll go on from there. So it'll be good.
And so is that a requirement for students to have to attend that?
It is, yes. They have to attend one a year. So for the December grads, we have some in December, and then we have some in April.
Great. So what are some different options for students to complete their service hours?
So we send out emails about the service opportunities. I just recently sent one out this past week talking about different options for April and May, and it's also available on our QU webpage. Some of the options coming up are the Boy Scouts are looking for some volunteers. There's a Special Olympics event coming up. We're looking for volunteers for the Academic Symposium next week. So there's a lot of opportunities to get those done.
And so are those new opportunities, or have they always been there?
So the opportunities have always been there. If we do get new ones, a lot of times I'll send out emails just from people from the community, different people from the school. Sometimes I'll have sign-ups with those, so just keep looking at your emails for those options.
Okay, and so each class is required to have their own amount of service hours that you have to complete, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so how many service hours do you need by the time you graduate?
So if you're a traditional freshman, you have to have 30 to graduate. If you transfer into QU as a sophomore, you have to have 20. And then if you transfer in as a junior and senior, it's 10. And if you're a Blessing nursing student, it's just 10 for graduation.
Okay, and so for those seniors graduating this year, how can they get those service hours all wrapped up?
So if they still have service hours to complete, definitely check your email at the different opportunities coming up this month. Attend one of the reflections. If you need to make it the last one, definitely get your hours in before you go to that. And if you just need help, just contact me. I'm always there to help.
Great, and then this is just a question because I'm curious. What happens if you don't complete your service hours?
So you will not get your diploma. So you will be held up at graduation. When we definitely don't want that to happen. So if you are concerned that that might be you, just definitely let me know.
So have them contact you,
yes,
and they'll get all their service hours completed. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, it's all in for April. Some students will be collecting items for teens before each QU baseball home game in April. They're accepting clothes, shoes, games, art supplies, or even a simple monetary donation. They'll be there 30 minutes before the game until the second inning. All donations go to the Teen Reach Community Center. For more information, you can contact the email below.
You may think you've tried every vegetable and maybe hated them all, but there's a new one on the horizon and it's sweet.
And hopefully these April showers will bring May flowers. A look into this weekend's temperatures and how athletics might be affected.
lives are focused around figuring out what we want to do. Here at Quincy University, we can help you find what you want to do. Just take a break and do what you love.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
A California agricultural business has a new product it wants you to try. It's a variety of cauliflower they're calling Collini. So that's a new one. David Louie has the details.
Rick Harris couldn't be happier after putting 2 years into developing a new variety of cauliflower called Collini.
If you look at it, it's not perfect. It's not in the head form. It's sort of ugly, but when you floret it up, and you taste the flavor, the sweetness, it's like, oh my God, what is this stuff? It's so unique.
A variety of cauliflower for people who might not like cauliflower. Harris says he focused on improving its taste, experimenting initially with 12 different seeds.
As the sun hits the curd here, the top of the head, it enhances the greenness. And when we enhance the greenness, we enhance the flavor.
It gets sweeter?
It gets sweeter.
You can find a similar cauliflower at Asian grocery stores and farmers markets, but this one has been developed for the mass market for all year availability.
Does it taste like cauliflower?
No.
No, it doesn't. See, that's the whole thing. So it's not a cauliflower, it's a collini.
Chefs, including Robert DeSala at the Table in San Jose's Willow Glen neighborhood, have been testing it on diners as they try different recipes.
Because it is so delicate, it's not like you're eating like a head of cauliflower. The fact that we do pair it with some other spices and some other ingredients to not only amplify but complement it as well.
Home chefs will find that collini can be served raw, sautéed, roasted, or even stir-fried.
There are so many different ways to work with it. Because chefs are already doing that, I think that consumers are going to catch on pretty quickly.
Right now, collini isn't available in stores, but negotiations are underway to begin national distribution. Well, Jess from the Weather Center is out, so we are going to be giving you the weather forecast for this upcoming week.
Right, so as it looks, we have some rain coming in this week, but my question for Jess would have been, which we did look over this before, but will the rain decrease the temperatures? But I think if we take a look at our graphics right now, we'll see that they don't decrease the temperatures, and actually one of our highs this week is 75 degrees. This past week we've been seeing some flooding. Actually, these past 2 weeks we've been seeing some flooding. If you've ever gone down in the Mississippi River, you see it is actually very high right now. You can't even go to the park area. We have had some warmer temperatures, and that rain has been causing a lot of that flooding. Right now our almanac begins at 60 degrees as our high today and our low of 47, but the normal temperature is around 59, and the record high in 2012, which, how long ago was that? That had to have been 7 years ago. 7 years ago, a high of 89 degrees. That's almost,
how nice would that be? 30 degrees higher than
30 degrees higher than right now, exactly. And I mean, I even remember 2012. That was not that long ago.
It was in 8th grade.
That was in 8th grade. That was a good year. Our Wednesday conditions, temperature high of 59. You can see in our graphic that we're going to be seeing some sun. We actually did see some rain this morning, but it was a little bit. It wasn't that much, but tomorrow we're going to be seeing more of that. We have had some breeze, especially in the past week, and this past weekend it affected a lot of our sports, and we're going to be seeing that this upcoming weekend with more of some breeze, some thunderstorms, and some rain, but still those high temperatures. The high wind tonight is 13 miles an hour, a low of 53 degrees. And our Thursday, the conditions are rainy. We're going to be seeing more clouds in the sky, high of 57. That's still up there. It's not as high as it normally has been, but it's still up there. We're seeing a lot of 50s, 60-degree temperatures. We're still waiting on that Saturday, 75 degrees. You can see at the bottom. We're going to have to get through that rain first. You can see thunderstorms Friday, Saturday cloudy. So for any athletics that are going to be playing on Saturday or even Friday, you're going to have to battle the rain first, and then you'll get to Saturday where it's going to be a little bit higher for you. In our chart here, you can see 54 degrees at 3 p.m. and it goes up to 59, and slowly throughout the day it'll decrease down to 51 degrees at midnight tonight. And that'll lead us into our Thursday, where we're going to be seeing some rain, high of 57. Friday and Saturday cloudy, a little bit of rain here and there. And the rest of our 7-day forecast, it is just rain, rain, and more rain. Clouds in the sky, high of 75 like I said, but our temperatures are staying within the 70 degree and 60 degree weather range. So I think right now we're doing better than we have been. I am just very happy that we are not seeing any snow anymore.
Right. Well, this past weekend, some people in the tri-state did see snow because of...
I should have shut my mouth. Knock on wood,
yeah,
right?
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I think with the rain, even though we have the higher temperatures, it's still going to be chilly. We're still going to want a jacket because of the wind and the rain coming. Don't
forget your jacket. You're going to need an umbrella. If you haven't gotten one already, go get that. Don't wear nice shoes outside. Don't make that mistake. It's going to be muddy. You're going to be seeing a lot of rain here pretty soon, so that'll get better.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So next, what changes are being made to the women's volleyball program?
And how one team is preparing for the GLVC Championships later this April.
My name's Carl Hirsch. I'm a senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm studying criminal justice here at Quincy University. I was pitching down in Florida, and all of a sudden a coach came up to me. 2 days later I flew up here for the visit, and by the end of that week I had my school picked out. I started playing baseball when I was about 3 or 4 years old, kind of the same age everybody usually does. And as we got older, from the age of about 7 or 8, I played with the same exact team for the most part until we were about 15 or 16, and we all went our separate ways to high school. Come May, I'm going to be looking to apply with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. I've gotten a good taste of it here through the internship I have through the university with Quincy Police Department. And it definitely wouldn't be possible and wouldn't be in this good of a situation without Quincy University.
College shouldn't be as hard as understanding fine art. Use the resources here at Quincy University. We're here to help.
So baseball and softball were on the road this weekend.
So how did the Hawks fare this week?
I mean, some won some good games this weekend, so let's find out from that. The baseball team took a very unusual this past weekend. The Hawks split the remaining 2 games of their weekend series with William Jewell. College, on Monday, the Hawks won the first game 3-1 and fell 6-0 in the series finale. The Hawks won 6 and played Truman State in a doubleheader at home today. In the final game, QU was shut out for the first time in a 200 dropped a competitive doubleheader to Bellarmine Monday afternoon. The Knights won 2-0 in Game 1 and walked it off to win 4-3 against the Hawks in the finale. QU is now 14-16 and 4-8 in GLVC play. Vice President of Intercollegiate Athletics, Marty Bell, announced today that Mark Jones has been named the new head women's volleyball coach. Jones comes to QU after serving 2 seasons as an assistant coach for the Indiana State women's volleyball team. The Hawks football team will play their annual brown and white game on Saturday, April 27th, and kickoff is set for 6 p.m. The Hawks began spring practices on Monday under third-year head coach Gary Bass. The Hawks will have 14 practices during April and finish with the spring game. Men's golf competed at Wisconsin Parkside Invitational this weekend in Columbus, Indiana. The Hawks have finished in 12th place with a team score of 650. Kyle Sachs tied for 57th with a score of 158 to lead QU. The Hawks will take 2 weeks off to prepare for their GLVC championship at Panther Creek Country Club in Springfield, Illinois, April 21st and 22nd. The Rockhurst Hawks defeated the men's and women's tennis team on Sunday at Reservoir Park. The men fell 5-2 and the women were down 6-1. And that's a wrap for sports.
Thanks, Alexa. I will say it's great to see that our Hawks brought home some wins this weekend.
Yeah, always great to hear that.
Especially with the weather that we had, the wind and the rain, and I'm glad they brought it home. And the snow, the random snow that came, that was just amazing. So, what iconic packaged food is moving to the breakfast market next?
College shouldn't be as hard as understanding fine art. Use the resources here at Quincy University. We're here to help.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
Lunchables is looking to move into the breakfast market. The iconic snack food line is set to debut a new product called Brunchables. There will be 3 varieties to choose from: bacon and cheese, breakfast ham and cheese, and breakfast sausage and cheese. Lunchables teased this announcement on April Fool's Day, causing many fans to be suspicious. But according to an announcement made Tuesday by the Kraft Heinz company, Brunchables are actually a real thing, and they should be available in stores next month. Well, I'm going to act like that's still an April Fool's joke because I don't think I'll be eating that, especially not cold.
Well, and that's what I was thinking is Lunchables are supposed to be cold. I don't know too many people that like get a Lunchable and they heat it up, so I wonder if this will be the same thing.
Well, yeah, I think they're supposed to be like an on-the-go snack when you don't have something to heat up, but I'm not eating a cold breakfast sandwich. I don't know.
Right. Well, and also breakfast is supposed to be the most important meal of the day, so if we're going to look at it nutritionally, is it?
Not so sure, that's true.
No.
Well, maybe we'll have to try them when they hit the stores next month.
Well, you know, we're all about trying food, so.
Exactly. Well, thank you for joining QUTV News this week. For Alexa, I'm Quincy Feeney.
And I'm Abigail Moore. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube for all of your latest updates. Next week's show will feature QUTV's Mental Health Awareness Campaign. We'll see you next Wednesday.